Each year, Darren and I get a lot of questions about strip tillage, so today we want to just talk a little about some of the differences between no-till, conventional till, and strip till.
All right, first of all, there isn't one magic system. We're not saying, oh boy, everybody needs to go strip till. Nobody should be doing conventional till or no-till. That's not right at all. What we are saying is there are different ways that you can till that soil up, and you have to think about what's going to work best for you. So for example, with strip tillage, there are a lot of advantages that I like. One, it's kind of a minimum tillage system. So I'm leaving a lot of residue out there to protect my soil from erosion. But the second point here is one that I really like. We were talking about potassium, and we often talk about getting our base saturation up. The other thing that's important is having nutrient placement just right. And when we're doing strip tillage, we can place our nutrients right where we're going to plant our crop. That gives us a much better chance of root interception of nutrients, and it's easier for those plants to take those things in. So we can have a nice concentration of nutrients right in that root zone. And what we see as we do some digging, not just on our farm, but around the country, we see where we're doing strip till and nutrient placement, we can have a bigger, more massive root system underneath our plant, which leads to ultimately higher yields.
So comparing strip till to no-till and conventional till versus no-till, the two big advantages that strip till has is number one, like Darren said, that nutrient placement. Now we can get it down in the ground. It's not just going to be a couple inches deep. We can get it way down there if we want to. That's awesome. So we can build up our deeper soil profile and better protect our nutrients. And then the other big thing is you're going to have a lot warmer soil right in that seed zone, right in the seed furrow area. It's going to be warmer because that was tilled right above it. Well, if you compare strip till to conventional till, the biggest advantages strip till has there, the biggest advantage is it's just one pass. So that's really nice. You don't have to make a whole bunch of passes across the field. But the other thing is, it is definitely a way to reduce erosion compared to conventional tillage, because roughly 2/3 or 3/4 of the ground is completely untilled. You're only tilling where you're going to plant, and usually that's being done in 30-inch rows.
Well, I sure like it on a wet year too, Brian, when you leave those strips out there where you've got the residue and you can still drive through a little tougher condition without creating a lot of compaction. Now, it's not a magic system, and it's not like, oh boy, in 2019 when we were under 2 feet of water, it made any difference at all. I'm talking about when you have a little bit of moisture, you do have a little bit more forgiveness in strip tillage. I really do like that. And then the other thing is you're leaving that root ball from last year's crop out there to naturally decompose. That helps build organic matter. So when we think about it, instead of having to go complete no-till, I can still build organic matter to some degree in strip till, definitely a lot faster than I can in conventional tillage.
Well, when Darren makes the comment, you're going to leave last year's root ball intact, that's assuming that you're planting and doing your strip till in between last year's rows. If you're trying to go right next to last year's rows, a little bit different story. But anyway, one of the big questions I get is fall versus spring strip till. Look, I don't care exactly when you do it, but the whole thing is if you want to go deep, well, fall is usually your best opportunity depending on where you farm. Our challenge in the spring is the ground is too cold, the ground is too wet, and by the time it gets fit down several inches in the ground, we could have been planting maybe days earlier. So we don't want to delay planting because we know that hurts yield. That's why we usually lean toward, we want to get our strip till done in the fall. Plus, it's just getting that work out of the way. Now, personally, I like going down with either a deep shank, going down to 8 or 10 inches deep, or a deep coulter. Now, one of the things you can do with the coulter is you can spread that fertilizer out all the way in that channel. With the shank, you're probably just going to place that fertilizer down deep. So it kind of depends on where you need fertility. If you're running 1-inch or 3-inch soil tests going all the way down, then you can identify, all right, where's my big need in this overall zone, and where should I really be placing that fertilizer?
Well, there's certainly a lot of different ways that you can go with tillage. You can do conventional tillage, you can do no-till, or you can do strip till. Today we highlighted a few advantages and disadvantages of going the strip till route. One thing that does change though, as you change your tillage practice, is how you're going to control weeds like our weed of the week. We'll show you how to stop this tough weed coming up next.